Sunday. It's race day. NHRA is at Phoenix, Arizona, technically Chandler. It's the Firebird Nationals, or Firebird Motorsports Park, Arizona Nationals. I did a quick recap of the Friday, Saturday qualifying. The Mission Food Challenge race was during qualifying. Pro Mods, I did all that. Pro Mods they ran Gator Nationals here in Phoenix because of the rain. If you hadn't seen my recap, it's over there on my channel. Go check it out and get caught up. Today, we're going to kick it off with Top Fuel. You know how we do it here. We're going to run through the first couple rounds, come down to the semis, we'll show them. Come down to the finals, we'll show them. So let's kick it off right now with Top Fuel. Let's run through round one. Tony Stewart over Sean Reed. Justin Ashley over Ida Zetterstrom. Brittany Force over Steve Chrisman. Doug Coletta over Travis Shoemake. Sean Langdon over Scott Palmer. Antron Brown over Josh Hart. And then Jasmine over my brother Clay Milliken. I heard they got a piston on burnout, but I'm sure Clay's going to tell you all about that over there on his video. So that kind of sucks. Well, it don't kind of suck. It sucks. So that's how round one went. Let's go over Funny Car. Funny Car, round one. Now, if I have some highlights to show, I'm going to throw them in, and I got one on Funny Car. I'm sure you've seen it by now. Bob Tasca over John Capps. That's Ron Capps' brother. Jack Beckman over Dave Richards. Austin Prock over Buddy Hull. Blake Alexander over Ron Capps. Ron Capps had a crash. He's okay. Thank the goodness, because it's bad, and I'm going to show it. Just 1 second. Paul Lee over Chad Green. Alexis goes red. Cruz gets the win. Matt Hagan over Bobby Bodie. And then Daniel Wilkerson went red too over J.R. Todd. So it was a bit of a wild run, but here's Ron's run, and then we'll kick it back off with Pro Stock.
Ron Capps. Alexander's going to give a run for, a huge explosion for Capps. The body destroyed, and Capps slams into the wall across the drag strip. See him bringing himself out of the roll cage. A tremendous impact as Capps is going to take a moment to gather himself here.
Tires to when it blew up was so quick. Here's another look, and this is slowed down, mind you, at 300 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah, the cylinder on the other side as well, right?
So that speaks to the tire spin that Ron talked about, and the fact that he felt it smoke the tires, and then this is the part where he's just along for the ride. And that side hit, that's the one, right? Like the
Pro Stock car. I don't always put them on this sheet by what lane they're in, but they are in the right lane and left lane. So you see that was very significant to these people's races. Mason McGahey over Derek Kramer. Eric Latino over Erica Enders. Quadra went red. Aaron Stenfield takes the win. Corey Reed over Jake Coughlin. Matt Hartford over Brandon Foster. Greg Anderson over Fernando Quadra. Dallas Glenn over David Quadra. And then Troy Coughlin he didn't win out of that lane, shockingly, but look what a good race it was. Greg Stanfield takes the win. Pro Mod. Round one. Billy Banica over Mike Castellana. J.R. Gray over Justin Bond. Ricky Smith over Jason Scruggs. He shook the tires. And then Demetria Samarukova, but he left before the tree and he crossed the center line. So then Stravinos don't even lead, but he got the win. But thank goodness he didn't lead, because he could have got crashed into. However, he didn't get a run. So then for lane choice, so they sat up there and decided, was he going to make a run to try to get lane choice? They decided not to. He just went on back to the pits. But I'll show it. Jordan Lazick over Menholt. Chip King gets the win. Cartuccio goes red. Cartuccio's been struggling on that tree this weekend. It's very unusual to see that. Kevin Rivenbark over Sidney Frigo. And then Khaled Alabushi over Mike Janis. He shook the tires too. Top Fuel round two. Sean Langdon takes out Justin Ashley. Well, he smoked the tires. Brittany Force over Tony Stewart. He smoked the tires. So when Antron and them saw that, they did a lane swap. But look what happened. Jasmine takes him. And then Doug Coletta got the bye because of the ladder. Remember, well, you don't remember if you didn't watch yesterday's video or see the ladder, but due to being 14 cars, he gets the competition bye. Funny Car round two. Austin Prock over Matt Hagan on a hole shot. Jack Beckman over Cruz Petrogon. He smoked the tires. Bob Tasca over J.R. Todd. He smoked the tires. And then Paul Lee over Blake Alexander. Pro Stock round two. Matt Hartford over Mason McGahey. Dallas Glenn over Greg Stanfield. Greg Anderson and Eric Latino was wild. And then Aaron Stanfield over Corey Reed. Pro Mod round 2. Jordan Lazick over Khaled Al-Balushi. Mike Stravinos over Kevin Rivenbark. Ricky Smith over Billy Bannick on hole shot. And then J.R. Gray went red, so Chip King. Let's get to the semis. Pro Mod is going to be Chip King versus Ricky Smith and Mike Stravinos versus Jordan Lazick. Pro Mod semis, we are improvising because the videos are not out yet for me to put in this video, except for the finals. I do have those. Ricky Smith over Chip King, 583 to 596. Mike Stravinos, he is on one. 583 over Jordan Lazick's 574. Ricky and Mike to the finals. Stock semis is going to be Greg Anderson versus Aaron Stanfield and Dallas Glenn versus Matt Hartford. Greg Anderson goes 658. Aaron Stanfield shakes the tires. 00 Dallas Glenn takes out Matt Hartford on a hole shot. 659 to his 658. All KBM final on Pro Stock. Funny car is going to be Bob Tasca versus Paul Lee and Austin Prock versus Jack Beckman. Paul Lee over Bob Tasca, 441 to a 521. So you see they were struggling getting down the track. And then Austin Prock, 396, takes out Jack Beckman, 397. Well, all right. Go ahead, Paul Lee. Paul Lee and Austin Prock going to the finals. And let's see. Top Fuel semis, Jasmine versus Doug Coletta and Brittany Force versus Sean Langdon. Doug Coletta takes out Jasmine Salinas, 376 to a 380, and then they shut Brittany's car off on the line. I'm not sure exactly what was going on with it. Sean Langdon, 383, so all Coletta final, Doug Coletta versus Sean Langdon. Pro Mod finals, Ricky Smith versus Mike Staverinos.
Looking to take it away, Stravinos in the right lane. The Mike Janis supercharged entry. They are not going to the lights. Ricky said, no, kid, you want a piece of me? You're going to have to bring that thing to the house. Ricky goes to the top light. Stravinos now makes his edging to come in. They're in. Lights are down. Good race, man. Stravinos got the wheels hiked in the air down there. It could be the kid again. Top end. Stravinos takes a double up right here at the Arizona Nationals.
Back-to-back wins for that Mike Staverinos. He was on one this weekend. Congrats to him and his whole team. That was very, very impressive. Pro Stock car, Greg Anderson versus Dallas Glenn.
Oh, Glenn's car. Look at this. Dallas Glenn's car blew past the two-step, engaged the clutch, and Greg Anderson just won the race, and his car basically shut off 10 feet down the racetrack. Dallas Glenn could drive by him as far and fast as he wants, but this one's over.
Yeah, and I think once they process what happened for Greg Anderson, he's going to realize that he can drive his car to the finish line. He can stop on the racetrack. He's won the race because of that disqualification from Dallas Glenn.
What in the world? That was crazy. All KBM final. So the trophy's going back to their shop, but wow, that was nuts. Congrats to Greg Anderson. Funny car final. Austin Prock versus Paul Lee.
Paul Lee is going to win the first drag race of his life in a Nitro Funny car. 403 for Paul Lee. A great win for this team. 313 miles an hour.
There are no coincidences. Today is the 18th year death anniversary of Eric Medlin. John Medlin is Eric's dad. He's on Paul Lee's crew. Paul Lee wins the Arizona Nationals. That's his first funny car win, his first Nitro win. Congrats to them. Congrats to all of them. Top Fuel got us a couple teammates in there. Doug Coletta versus Sean Langdon.
Oh, and they're going to take it all the way to the house with the flames up and score one for Brian Hewson. 372.4, 330 miles an hour. Langdon bought himself 26 thousandths of a second on the starting line and then drove it out the back door right out of Doug's life.
Woo-wee, Sean Langdon, 372. Win this week, runner-up last week, or whenever Gators was. Wow, congrats to them. Congrats to that whole Coletta crew. They're going to be tough to deal with this season. You can see that coming right now. We've had a great day of racing. Congrats to all of them. Pomona is next. They'll have that call out that from Top Fuel that they were supposed to run at the Gators. They'll run that at Pomona. I'll cover all that. I appreciate all of you guys tuning in. You know the deal. Like, watch, subscribe. Leave me a comment because you know I love them. And we will be back to go over Pomona. See y'all.